Is this visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. So, as we had discussed in previous lecture about how the decision criteria has been has to be decided. So, in this particular subject, we'll start with the load calculation kind of thing. We'll first find out how to calculate the total load requirement for a particular condition or particular application, and accordingly we will proceed for in a reverse direction. We'll proceed for the component side and we'll go for the refrigeration system. And this is what exactly works on the real life problem. Okay, in generally we have a concept that we'll go for the vapor compression system, then go for component, then load calculation, and then duct design and all, but we'll go in a different direction because we will try to approach based on the practical methods, how in real life the things has to be faced or has to be installed, the system has to be installed. So for any building or any system, wherever you want to maintain a particular temperature and relative humidity, we have to find out the total load requirement for that application. You might have studied about the heat load calculation during your VTech level. Yes or no? Have you studied your heat load calculation during your uh, BTech level?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for an example, if a building plan is given to you, maybe a number of rooms are there and different plans are there like this. Okay, dimensions are given to you, and of course the construction details are given as an architectural plan is given to you, right? So how you will start the heating load calculation for this, or heat load calculation for this? Heating or maybe cooling. We generally begin our Indian context. We think about the heat cooling main, but if you see the worldwide, there are a lot of application is available in heating purpose, especially in the when we are talking about building heating, room heating. Okay, so that could be applicable for heating and cooling application both. HVAC doesn't mean always cooling, no. HVAC means what? Can you tell me the full form of HVAC? When we use term HVAC, इसका full form बताओ.
Heating and ventilation, air conditioning.
Heating, sorry, HVAC, not HAVC, HVAC. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, right? So it includes heating, cooling, and ventilation, including the humidity. There are lots of other factors also there that we will discuss later on. But if this building is given, how you will start? Suppose I am saying that this building is located at Ahmedabad in a particular location. The directions are given like north, south, east, west, whatever is there. Okay, now tell me how you'll start this design of this building. I mean air conditioning system design for this building. Let us keep in cooling application. How you will approach this?
First of all, find the overall area, volume.
Volume. Okay, then take a dimensions are given x, y, and height will be given to you. You can find out the volume. Fine. This is what exactly you want to say, Malik?
Yes, sir.
Fine, you will get the volume. What next?
Heat gain through window or door, sir.
Okay. Heat gain through window doors.
And heat generated by occupants.
Door and window. Fine. occupancy will be also there, occupancy load. So per person जो heat होगा, है ना, occupancy load. Fine.
और सर जो मशीनरी रहेगी हमारे रूम में, कंप्यूटर्स और वो
Electric load, appliances, electrical load you can say, right? What else?
फिर सर हम सारी हीट को कंबाइन करेंगे, हीट लोड को, टोटल हीट लोड फाइंड करेंगे।
Fine. Is it the correct way of approach? Being a being an engineer, you are saying is correct that you have to calculate this and this, but how to calculate you are not saying. Heat gain through window, glass and doors. For calculation of these things, what are the things are required? That has to be first collected the data. These are the part of calculation, right? These are the part of calculation what you are talking about: heat load, heat gain through door, windows, or finding the volumes, electrical load. These are the part of calculation. For doing this calculation, what are the data is required? First you have to collect data,
एम्बिएंट
then only you
कंडीशन।
can work on that. Yes or no?
यस, यस सर।
पहले तो आपको इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करनी पड़ेगी ना।
यस सर।
सो क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, क्या क्या डेटा आपको अवेलेबल है या आप फाइंड कर सकते हो फ्रॉम सम सोर्सेज, दैट यू हैव टू फर्स्ट फाइंड आउट, राइट? So the first and most important thing, if I am going for this building, if I am going from this building and based on the application, we'll first find out क्या condition मुझे maintain करना है. Indoor conditions. Yes or no? आपको
Yes, sir.
क्या चाहिए? This is first thing. Let us keep in mind, in normal human being will normally take 5 degrees centigrade of DBT and 50% RH. If you're considering this particular condition as indoor condition, right? ठीक है, ह्यूमन बीइंग एक ऑफिस के लिए हम डिजाइन कर रहे हैं, देन नॉट ओनली दिस वन, दिस इज द इंडोर कंडीशन फॉर ह्यूमन कंफर्ट. If you are using for the human comfort, right? The second thing will be application. Application means what? Whether this building is used for restaurant, whether this building is used for the auditorium, this building used for the normal office, this is used for the residential, is this used for gym application? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
आपको इसका एप्लीकेशन पता करना पड़ेगा कि ये किस पर्पस के लिए बनाया है, पर्पस क्या है इस बिल्डिंग का. Got it? So if you are taking suppose office, this is just an example I am taking. Maybe जिम भी हो सकता है, रेस्टोरेंट भी हो सकता है, थिएटर भी हो सकती है, ऑडिटोरियम भी हो सकता है, and different application of course that has to be taken care. Now this will be done. Then third point, outdoor condition. ये कहाँ से मिलेगा आपको आउटडोर कंडीशन? From where you will get the outdoor condition?
एम्बिएंट टेम्परेचर सर, एटमोस्फेयर का टेम्परेचर कितना रहता है उसके हिसाब से मिलेगा।
एटमॉस्फेयर का टेम्परेचर तो हर मिनट पे बदलता है.
We are taking एवरेज।
एवरेज ऑफ व्हाट? एवरेज ऑफ ईयर, एवरेज ऑफ मंथ, एवरेज ऑफ डे.
पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन के हिसाब से एवरेज ऑफ ईयर ही लेंगे।
No, no. Then we have to refer our data book. Right? I'll show you two things that you always keep in your, your place whenever you are studying this. This is one. Is it visible? Refrigerant table and charts, including air conditioning data, by C.P. Kotharaman. This will be useful for all the chapters what you are going to study. Am I clear? This will give the properties of refrigerant, properties of air, psychometry, different type of charts, psychometric charts, and the air conditioning data. Okay, and here only you can find out in some table number is there, the data for air conditioning, where you will get the data for different cities. Like this data is given for Indian conditions, right? You can see these are the cities. Is visible? Agra, Ahmedabad, Aligarh, Allahabad, Amritsar, Banaras, so like this. Major cities are given, and for this the design conditions are given. For an example, the building is located at Ahmedabad. The design condition will be 41.5 degree drivable temperature and 29.4 degrees centigrade of wet bulb temperature, along with the wind speed 7.32 km per hour. Is it clear?
सर ये जो डेटा है वो स्टैंडर्ड होगा सबके लिए, सब मतलब?
Yes. Basically, this data is generated from the ASHRAE handbook, and huge amount of database is available. ये weather department के prediction के according it has been decided कि if you are designing the system for 41 degrees centigrade, see, most of the time a most common temperature at that particular location has been taken. Means if you are designed for 41.5 degrees centigrade of outside conditions with 29.4 degrees centigrade, in generally what happen in 45 46, in current scenario 45 46 तक temperature जाता है. Yes or no? And if you're designing this, and that will be for maybe a few days, am I right? So in generally whenever we design any system, right, whenever we design any system, it has to be designed for with a particular standard. So that particular standard will be taken from here. For each and every location it is given. Is that clear? So take this data. See, nowadays the data is also upgrading time being, because the temperature are continuously changing. But still, whenever you are designing any system, we will take generally 10 to 10% of the factor of safety. That factor of safety will be accounted whenever the temperature is rising beyond this line limit. Secondly, we had designed for 41.5 degrees centigrade of drivable temperature and 29.4 degrees centigrade of wet bulb temperature. There may be possibility when the temperature reaches to 45 degrees centigrade, the wet bulb temperature goes down. Not only drivable temperature, wet bulb temperature is also going to play an important role on the heat load calculation. Therefore, the net heat required, the heat load or cooling load required for this particular condition will be remain same almost, which will be compensated. So two factors are there which will help you to compensate the load when the temperature goes up. Am I clear? Suppose करिए आपका जो आपका system है वो environmental temperature that will reach to 45 degrees centigrade. It does not mean the system will the system will be failed. The reason is it is not all about drivable temperature. जो भी temperature हम read करते हैं, जो आपको environment weather data में show होता है, that is the drivable temperature. We generally do not discuss about the wet bulb temperature over there. But whenever this temperature goes up, definitely the wet bulb temperature going to down. So net heat will be almost constant. So ये system का एक standard बनाया गया particular location के weather data के according. And when we design this system with respect to this given temperature, it will work. Am I clear?
Yes sir.
Fine. So यहाँ से हम लेंगे outdoor conditions. So suppose ये location आपका अहमदाबाद या nearby अहमदाबाद है, right? So close to जो भी आपका जिस particular location पे आपने वो system design करना है, वो building design करना है, उसके सबसे closest लोकेशन जो भी रहेगा वो लोकेशन हम पिक करेंगे, बिकॉज ईच एंड एवरी प्लेस का तो आपके पास डेटा नहीं रहेगा. मेजर सिटीज विल बी देयर, सो मेजर सिटी रहेगा तो फिर आपको पिक द मोस्ट क्लोजेस्ट वैल्यू. तो क्लोजेस्ट वैल्यू कौन सा है आपका? दिस इज कमिंग इन 41.5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड Ahmedabad and this, right? Am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, there was some connection problem. Anyway, so this was this will be taken from particular data book. So ये 41.5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड जो भी क्लोज लोकेशन रहेगा वो हम ले लेंगे. 41.5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड and 29.4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, right? So here we will fix the data for the outdoor condition from the data book. We will take DBT and WBT. Sometime RH will also be given, so no need not to worry. So any two of this data, so this is common and this will be either DBT, WBT or RH. ये data आपको को लेना है, ये हो गया, right? Once this will be done, then we will go for the building detail. अभी हमने बिल्डिंग का डिटेल नहीं लिया है, ये आपका फिक्स कंडीशंस हो गए, राइट? बिल्डिंग डिटेल में क्या क्या चीजें आपको चाहिए? प्लान आपको दिया रहेगा, प्लान इज गिवन, एप्लीकेशन आपको दिया रहेगा. Then you have to go for construction detail. You have to go for construction detail. That construction detail will indicate about the material used. Different layers of this material and its dimension in the sense thickness. In different walls, like if you're talking about the exposed wall which is in south, north, east or west, then floor, and then roof, partition wall within the building, that all material detail will be given over here. Am I clear? So from here you will get the data of the building materials and construction materials. And this will be for individual wall, like outside wall. When you are saying, it is exposed to the atmosphere directly. Partition wall, then roof, floor, etc. And that will give what are the data is required. The wall material, suppose the inside outside condition, suppose the wall is having concrete, then brick, then plaster, this side, then it is exposed to the atmosphere, so it will be film thickness. So ये आपका heat transfer का पूरा concept लगेगा इसके ऊपर. So in generally हम क्या करेंगे इसके ऊपर? ये आ गया आपका, suppose the material is having one as the concrete, then having brick, then the plaster, maybe some insulating material, asbestos sheet वगैरह भी अगर यूज करते हैं आप इनसाइड में तो भी यूज करेंगे अपन insulating material. then there will be air coming into contact of inside, air is coming into outside or outside. This is outside and this is inside condition. Now आपके पास 1, 2, 3, 4 layers are there, and along with 2 film of air, which is Fi and Fo, air film. Now you have 5 layers. Individual having thickness of, you can say, x1, x2, x3, x4 thickness are there for the individual level, with thermal conductivity k1, k2, k3 and k4 are there. Density rho1, rho2, rho3, rho4 is there. These all data we have to take from the building data, right? So either it will be this material, this data will be given, or otherwise you can go to your book or any air conditioning data book where you can find out this data of density typically and thermal conductivity, and x1, x2, x3 will be given by the architectural plan, या जो आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्टर प्लान होगा उसमें ये दिया रहेगा आपको. Am I clear?
Yes,
Is this
sir.
clear? Fine. Going ahead, what you will do, you will first find out the individual wall, for individual wall, the overall heat transfer coefficient. Heat transfer coefficient. And that will be per meter square of area. Per unit of area. So generally, ये data तो आपको रहेगा, but if you're talking about FO and FI, that has to be taken from again data book. And with respect to the wind speed, wind velocity is the main parameter here, and this is also wind velocity, and the flow of wind, कैसा एयर का सर्कुलेशन है उसके अकॉर्डिंग डिपेंड करता है. तो ये दो पैरामीटर को लेकर के आपको फिर से आपको एक टेबल मिलेगा जिसमें FO और FI की वैल्यू मिलेगी. करेक्ट? So keeping this in mind, then you will have to find out the overall heat transfer coefficient is equal to 1 upon FO plus x1 upon rho1, sorry, k1, x1 upon k1, x2 upon k2 plus x3 upon k3 plus x4 upon k4 and plus 1 by Fi. And this will give the value of overall for outside wall. Similarly, see, these layers may be different for different. Partition wall may be required only brick and plaster, so you have to accordingly you have to plan, and you have to find out the individual value of overall heat transfer coefficient for partition wall, roof, floor, all those things. This is one part, overall heat transfer, finding the overall heat transfer. Why we are doing so is important. क्यों ये कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं हम लोग ओवरऑल हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट? Why we are calculating this?
हीट फ्लक्स जानने के लिए.
हीट फ्लक्स निकालने के लिए, हीट कैलकुलेशन. बेसिकली नॉट हीट फ्लक्स, बेसिकली हम कैलकुलेट ये कर रहे हैं कि हाउ मच, सपोज अ वॉल इज एक्सपोज्ड टू द एटमॉस्फेयर आउटसाइड which is having 41 42 degrees centigrade, along with the inside condition is having 25 or 26 degrees centigrade. So अगर ये दोनों एक्सपोज हो, डेफिनेटली टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस है, हीट ट्रांसफर होगा कि नहीं होगा? किस डायरेक्शन में होगा हीट ट्रांसफर?
हायर टेम्परेचर टू लोअर टेम्परेचर.
लो टेम्परेचर. एंड मोड ऑफ हीट ट्रांसफर क्या होगा?
Conduction and convection.
Yeah, combination of conduction and convection, right? That is why we are calculating overall heat transfer coefficient. Correct? Now, if the conduction, so this is the major part which is exposed to the atmosphere, of course. So definitely it's going to contribute huge amount of heat gain inside the room or heat load inside the room. Yes or no? आउटर वॉल तो आपका बहुत एक्सपोज रहता है ना एटमॉस्फेयर से, इट्स गोइंग टू अफेक्ट द ओवरऑल लोड. यही तो लोड बढ़ाती है. करेक्ट? रूफ हो गया, साइड वॉल हो गए आपके, जो आउटसाइड वॉल हो गए, these all will be going to increase the load. So this load we are trying to calculate how much amount of construction load is there for air conditioning. Now what you will do, UA delta T, will use the term of UA delta T, yes or no, for calculating this? For outside wall, partition wall, then value of roof and floor, right? So if it is done, then the next point will be fine. आपने ये कैलकुलेट कर लिया, ठीक है, आपका इसका ओवरऑल हीट ट्रांसफर कोफिशिएंट some values are coming, which will be almost, we can say, constant for throughout building. For partition wall it will be different, but for individual wall it will be constant. Roof and floor it will be constant. Let us keeping this as constant value. The next point is how you will calculate the value of delta T then, which is not going to constant throughout. UA delta T, you are going to use the term UA delta T. Then finding this UA delta T, what will be the value of delta T now? क्या होगा, कितना लेंगे तो डेल्टा टी? हेलो, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा टी?
आउटडोर कंडीशन का सर,
आउटडोर
और इंडोर टेम्परेचर
डिफरेंस, is it really correct? अच्छा, if it is correct, then let me know if somewhere suppose any room is there which is exposed to the directly to the environment, outside environment. Suppose in the afternoon 2 o'clock we are getting 45 degrees centigrade atmospheric condition, and suppose 6 o'clock we are getting 35 degrees centigrade of atmospheric condition, right? At what time you will feel more hotter if you are going inside the room, either 6 o'clock evening or afternoon at 2 o'clock?
आफ्टरनून.
Are you sure? Have you tried ever? कोई भी रूम जो नॉर्मल एटमॉस्फेयर पे है, ओपन है, एक्सपोज टू द सनलाइट है, आप देखना उसमें ज़्यादा गर्मी आपको लगेगी ना, 2 बजे नहीं लगेगी आपको, 4, 5, 6 बजे लगेगी. समर कंडीशन में पीक लोड will not be the time at which the temperature is highest. Suppose if you are drawing a graph for hourly data, if you are drawing like this, and this is coming, suppose this is the 2 p.m. we are getting highest load, and if we are going this 3 p.m., 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., 4 p.m., suppose at this time 4 p.m. you will get more hot, you'll feel more hotter. You just try it. गर्मी के दिनों में आपको शाम को ज़्यादा गर्मी लगती है rather than peak time. किसी बिल्डिंग में रहोगे आप तो ऑफ कोर्स आउटसाइड का मत कंपेयर करो, राइट? क्या आपने ये फील किया कभी ऑब्जर्व करने की कोशिश किया ये बात? आप अपने घर में देखना, सिंपल सी लॉजिक है.
यस सर.
2 o'clock या 3 o'clock आप अपनी 2 o'clock सपोज 45 डिग्री आता है, उस समय यू कैन गो टू योर हाउस, right? And then the same day if you go for 5 o'clock in your house, you will feel more hotter at 5 o'clock rather than 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock को तो आपको रिलैक्स फील होगा.
Sir, sometime in night also this condition happen.
Of course night time में sometime ऐसा होता है कुछ, that depends on place to place and environment to environment. Sometime it happens कि 7 o'clock आपको ज़्यादा गर्मी लगेगी. Yes or no? This is a realistic thing which you can directly observe, right? There is no mathematical calculation is required for this. Now let me know why it is so. क्यों ऐसा होता है?
सर पूरे दिन हीट एब्जॉर्प्शन रहता है, वो हीट को गेन करती है, वो सब चीज.
किसका क्या है, क्या हीट एब्जॉर्प्शन कहाँ होता है?
मतलब सर कोई भी ऐसे पूरे दिन ऐसे वो
हीट में रहती है तो उसके अंदर वो पूरी चीज भी ऐसे उसका भी टेम्परेचर हाई हो जाता है। उसके बाद वो जैसे
In a
टेम्परेचर
simple
डाउन।
word, can we say कि building material is having its own heat capacity, heat absorption capacity? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
यस
And that heat will be released when temperature goes down beyond a peak limit, below peak limit. peak टेम्परेचर से जब नीचे जाता है तो वो रिलीज करना चालू करता है फिर रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में, राइट? So when peak load is there, that time it's the heat is going to absorb by the construction material. But when the temperature goes down as time being, it will release the heat to the atmosphere again. So it is, if it is releasing back to the atmosphere, you tell me outside में ज़्यादा release होगा कि inside में ज़्यादा release होगा? Since inside temperature is lower, of course it's going to release to the atmosphere inside condition. Yes or no?
सर।
And this is the reason why we will not design any air conditioning system at peak load time, peak temperature time पे नहीं करते। और ये जो डेल्टा टी आप बोल रहे हैं, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन आउटडोर इंडोर कंडीशन, राइट? आउटडोर इंडोर कंडीशन का डिफरेंस आप कैसे ले सकते हो? आप मुझे ये बताओ कि when the temperature is peak temperature, can you tell me कि each and every wall which is exposed to the atmosphere will be heated in a equal value? The transmission of heat from the west wall, east wall, north wall, and south wall will be same in a
No, sir.
particular time?
No, sir.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So you have to find out at which time the peak load is coming. And delta T, you cannot directly take the value of delta T as equal to equivalent the temperature difference of outside and inside. So then you have to also find out what is the temperature difference you have to take for individual wall. हर एक wall के लिए delta T अलग अलग होगी कि नहीं होगी?
यस सर, यस सर।
Because we are also taking the heat capacity of that material. And वो temperature difference आपको निकालना है। चलो temperature difference तो आप calculate कर लोगे, लेकिन कैसे और किस टाइम पे? एंड जिस टाइम को आप ले रहे हो वो टाइम पे आप पीक लोड है ये कैसे इंश्योर करोगे? बिकॉज एज सिंपली सेड कि जिस समय एटमॉस्फेयर का पीक लोड होगा उस समय पीक लोड तो होना ही नहीं है तुम्हारी बिल्डिंग का। Then next you have to calculate the peak load condition. So for that we'll have to find out delta T E, that is called as equivalent temperature difference. Equivalent temperature difference, and this equivalent temperature difference has to be calculated again by using some data book, right? So इसमें आप लोग कौन सा बुक रिफर किए थे नहीं बीटेक लेवल में? Yes, which book you have referred? What happened? No response? बुक पढ़े हो कि नहीं पढ़े हो? ध्रुविल,
यस सर।
कौन सी बुक रिफर की हो बीटेक लेवल में?
बीटेक लेवल में हमें टेक मैक्स की बुक थी, उसमें मोस्टली डेटा आ जाता था।
डेटा बुक नहीं, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट टेक्स्ट बुक। टेक मैक्स की डेटा बुक थी कि बुक थी पूरी? आई मीन टेक्स्ट बुक थी?
टेक्स्ट बुक थी वो, डेटा बुक में।
टेक्स्ट बुक थी?
यस सर। यस सर, टेक्स्ट बुक थी।
जिल, हर्षिल, Actually, we are here. We are going to use this one, CP Aurora, right? This book you will use, efficient air conditioning by CP Aurora. Here, the data are given. The required bare minimum required is given, right? Rest of the data are given in Ashray handbook that you can refer. It is available in your library, but I don't know how you will refer that. But at this stage, we'll use this one. So here we have one table for building construction material that is on 599 around page number. So here the tables are given like this: north wall, east wall, each and every wall with respect to mass of wall per meter square based on the density, basically density multiplied by thickness. This is mass of wall per meter square. So density multiplied by thickness. So this will be mass of wall, and with respect to that, with respect to time and time, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock morning to 8 o'clock evening. What is the temperature difference here? In 24 hours of 12 hours of operation. इंडिविजुअल वॉल का आपको दिया हुआ है, राइट? रूफ एंड फ्लोर का भी दिया हुआ है. So you can find out the value of delta T over here for first for any wall. And if you are calculating this value, suppose mass of wall is 319, close to that. If you are getting 2.8, it is not exactly the correct value. This value depends on some certain sets of standards. This data has been plotted based on with 0 to 50 degree of north latitude condition, with a daily range of 11.1 degrees centigrade, delta T between inside and outside is equal to 8.3 degrees centigrade. Whatever the data we will get from the table will be considered from using these three conditions. And what happen if this value deviates? We have to add some correction factor. How will add this correction factor? The correction factor will be added as if the daily range is lower than each degree centigrade, we have to add 0.25 or 0.5 degree centigrade on the given value of the table for light construction and for heavy construction. And if the 11.1 degrees centigrade is more than each degree centigrade, we have to subtract 0.25 and 0.5 for light and heavy construction. And the range of this maximum limit for both the case, the maximum limit is plus or minus 2 degrees centigrade and plus or minus 3 degrees centigrade for light and heavy construction. These are the criteria. Am I clear?
Yes.
These data, whatever we'll get from this table, will be corrected by these three things. What is daily range? What do you mean by daily range? Daily range means
पूरे दिन का टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस
yes, maximum and minimum, right? Tmax minus Tmin. Daily range means T max minus T min, right? This is one thing. Second thing is delta T of inside and outside. This will always not be same because outside condition is varying. If you are keeping, even though you can keep the inside condition same, but the outside condition will not be same always. So this delta T, this is, we are talking about design point, right? So this delta T with respect to design point, if whatever the value of plus or minus is there, so delta T of T in, sorry, T out minus T in, if it is equal to 8.3, fine. If it is more than 8.3, so उतना आपको ऐड कर देना है एक्चुअल में. If it is more, then add the difference. If it is less, then subtract the difference. मीन्स सपोज ये 9.1 होता है, 9.3 होता है, मतलब 1 डिग्री ज़्यादा हो गई तो 1 डिग्री उस वैल्यू में ऐड कर देना है. अगर 7.3 होता है तो 1 डिग्री कम हो गई तो 1 डिग्री से माइनस कर देना टोटल वैल्यू. फिर दोनों करेक्शन फैक्टर को आपको ऐड करके टोटल वैल्यू आपको निकालना है. तो जो वैल्यू आप टेबल से निकालोगे तो ये दोनों करेक्शन फैक्टर को उसके साथ ऐड करना है विथ साइन एंड देन फाइंड आउट द वैल्यूज. Am I clear? सो नेट करेक्शन वैल्यू, नेट वैल्यू कैसे निकालेंगे अपन? डेल्टा टी इक्विवेलेंट एक्चुअल इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा टी इक्विवेलेंट फ्रॉम टेबल प्लस if it is lower, right, then you have to add. It means what? Daily range actual minus 11.1 degree centigrade, right, minus 1 degree, 11.1 degree centigrade. This is the difference of these two, and multiplied by 0.25 or 0.5, 0.25 or 0.5, automatically it will come. If it is less than that, sorry, not here, 11.1 minus daily range, sorry, if it is less than this one, then it automatically it will come positive. And plus delta T actual minus 8.3. If it is less, then minus that will be automatically coming, this one. So this is what the actual the value of delta T. So ये टेबल से जितना निकालेंगे ये वैल्यू रखेंगे, प्लस 11.1 माइनस डेली रेंज जो आपका रहेगा वो रखेंगे, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 0.25 और 0.5 डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द कंस्ट्रक्शन टाइप, प्लस डेल्टा टी एक्चुअल जो आपका डिफरेंस आता है वो एक्चुअल माइनस 8.3, ये आपका करेक्ट वैल्यू होगा. ये डेल्टा टी equivalent you will find out for individual wall, roof and floor. Once you calculate these individual wall, roof and floor conditions, then you will have a kind of table with respect to time, that will give you the brief idea about the overall temperature difference, how the temperature difference is varying like this. एक एग्जांपल दिया हुआ है इसमें, देखो आप, ये देखो, जैसे इन्होंने एक बिल्डिंग के लिए लिया है वेस्ट नॉर्थ साउथ रूफ के लिए 2 PM 3 PM 4 PM 5 PM 6 PM 7 PM. They have find out the value of delta T equivalent and added the correction factor as 9.25 according to this situation. For all cases individually ऐसे आपने calculate कर लिया. Once you will have this table, complete table, right, then you will check throughout the table what is the maximum value of delta T. And this is what we are getting here as 30.5 at 6 PM. Am I clear? What happened? Nikhil?
Yes, sir.
मौलिक?
सर ये लास्ट में जो आपने एग्जांपल किया वो कुछ समझ में नहीं है।
तो पूछो ना, पूछे बिना कैसे समझ आएगा मेरे को?
नहीं वो मैं देख रहा था स्क्रीन में कि क्या बोल रहे हैं अभी।
दिस टेबल इज, या पीछे वाला, जो इसके पीछे वाला बात कर रहे हो तुम?
यस सर।
इसके पहले वाला कि ये वाला बोल रहे हो?
ये वाला।
एक्चुअली क्या है, अभी देखो, आपके पास जो बिल्डिंग है उसमें आपके ऑल डायरेक्शन में वॉल्स रहेंगे, राइट, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन
ये-
द डिजाइन ऑफ बिल्डिंग, एंड रूफ रहेगा, राइट। ये सभी एक्सपोज्ड है एटमॉस्फेयर में। So उसका हम equivalent, rather than taking the direct value of temperature difference from outside and inside, we'll have to take the equivalent value of temperature difference, and that will vary with respect to time. That is what we are calculating. जैसे अभी मैं पहले बात किया U है डेल्टा टी, तो डेल्टा टी क्या होता है? वो डेल्टा टी आप डायरेक्ट नहीं ले सकते, इनसाइड और आउटसाइड का डिफरेंस, that has to be calculated, and that is depends on the construction material, that will depends on the exposure of the building, that is depend on the direction of the direction of the wall एंड रूफ। ये सब फैक्टर पे डिपेंड करेगा, एंड टाइम पे डिपेंड करेगा, हर टाइम पे वेरी होगा। कभी आपने ऑब्जर्व किया है कि इस जो वॉल होता है, ईस्ट वॉल में मॉर्निंग में आपको हीट ज्यादा मिलेगी, एंड वो वेस्ट वॉल में इवनिंग में मिलेगी? यस और नो?
यस सर।
दिस इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आप कैलकुलेट करने, तो वो हम उसका इक्विवेलेंट निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे वेस्ट वॉल में कितना होगा, नॉर्थ वॉल में कितना होगा, साउथ वॉल में कितना होगा, रूफ में कितना होगा, टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस, and this is with respect to its material used for the construction and the orientation of the building. Am I clear now? And इसके लिए हमने क्या किया, हमने इसके लिए एक टेबल रिफर किया डेटा बुक का, राइट। डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, वन एग्जांपल है, इसके ऊपर हम सॉल्व करेंगे पूरा, राइट। मैं जस्ट सबको ब्रीफ स्टेप्स बता रहा हूँ कैसे आपको अप्रोच करना है, एंड इफ यू वांट टू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम रियली, देन कीप सीपी अरोरा बुक विथ यू, देन ओनली आई कैन हेल्प यू, ओके। सो सीपी अरोरा की बुक आप रखिए अपने साथ, देन मैं आपको सॉल्व करके बता दूंगा कि कैसे कैसे सॉल्व करना है आपको। सो ये जो वैल्यूज आएंगी, इस वैल्यूज में देखेंगे हम थ्रू आउट की, इसमें सबसे, ये जो टेबल है, ये टेबल में हम देखेंगे सबसे ज्यादा वैल्यू कहाँ पे आ रही है। देखो इससे पहले आप 12 बजे से भी चालू कर सकते हो, 11 बजे से भी चालू कर सकते हो, यू विल गेट द सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ फ्लो, एंड द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू वी आर गेटिंग एट 6 PM, एंड दैट इज ऑन रूफ। सो ये मैक्सिमम वैल्यू को पिक करना है आपको। इट मीन्स व्हाट, ओवरऑल ये क्या शो कर रहा है, this is showing that the load from the construction will be at 6 PM maximum load will, after the construction load maximum will be at 6 PM, not at 2 PM or 3 PM or 12 PM. Are you getting my point? It did not necessarily always get a 6 PM or 5 PM. That again depends on the orientation of the building and the building materials. Sometime you will get it 5 PM, sometime you will get 7 PM also. That you have to identify and check for particular application and building. Are you getting this?
यस सर।
So once you will get this value, एक आपको रेंज मिल जाएगा कि हाँ, मैं जो बिल्डिंग का डिजाइन कर रहा हूँ 6 PM को सबसे ज्यादा कंस्ट्रक्शन लोड होगा, मीन्स आपको हमेशा पिक के लिए डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा, वर्स्ट कंडीशन के लिए डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा सिस्टम, राइट। So when you are designing the system for worst condition is always like 6 PM आप आपने फिक्स कर दिया। अभी आपका दूसरा पॉइंट क्या बचता है, इन द सिमिलर वे, से बिल्डिंग का ठीक है, बिल्डिंग का हीट कैपेसिटी होता है, बिल्डिंग मटेरियल हीट एब्जॉर्ब करती है, राइट। बट इफ यू आर यूजिंग विंडो ग्लासेस, that will not absorb any heat, that will be reflected or it will be directly transmitted. So you have to also find out the similar way कि अगर आपने ग्लास विंडो या ग्लास डोर यूज किया तो कितना अमाउंट ऑफ हीट विल बी ट्रांसफर एट व्हाट टाइम will be maximum. That is, in the similar way we'll find out, the table is again given in 17.8 for this particular book, is for north glass, south glass and west glass. These are the radiation data. Of course west will be highest because the evening time में आपका west में ज़्यादा exposure होता है, and you can see again the similar way the peak time, and here we are getting peak time is 5 PM, 4 PM. Again the controversial statement, The solar edition says 4 p.m. as peak load and construction load says 6 p.m. as highest. Then they are having a few choices. Then you have to use your own, sense. Like, what happened if the building is having significant amount of glasses? Significant means in a particular ratio. स्टैंडर्ड बिल्डिंग की प्रैक्टिस लेते हैं तो आप दोनों का एवरेज ले लो, डिजाइन करो 5 PM पे. If a building is more like very small, suppose पूरी बिल्डिंग में पास 1 by 1 मीटर का विंडो है, it does not matter for me, एक विंडो रखने से कोई फायदा नहीं है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा 6 PM पे सिस्टम को डिजाइन करूंगा. If the building is more mostly is prepared by or it is exposed by window glasses, जैसे आपके कुछ बिल्डिंग्स ऐसे होते हैं ऑफिशियल बिल्डिंग जिसमें ग्लास को ज्यादा एक्सपोज करते हैं, राइट, देन विल डिजाइन फॉर 4 PM. यहां पे आपको लॉजिक लगाना पड़ेगा. What does it mean if I am saying 6 PM, 5 PM or 4 PM? It means what? Whenever we will use the term delta T, suppose 5 PM के लिए मैं डिजाइन करता हूं तो डेल्टा की सारे वैल्यू इसको लिया जाएगा, पूरा का पूरा टेबल ये वाला. Delta T for west wall will be 16.5, even though this is more. We'll take 16.5. Delta T for north wall is 11.3, even though it is more than that, we'll use this one like this. So for calculation of heat transfer from the construction materials of the building, you have to use delta T with respect to this table and the peak load of this. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is important for we will take this example. One example we will take and we'll solve here. The only thing is that can you keep CP Aurora book with you? Then only I can help you, because you do not have access of data book with current status, current scenario, or otherwise you have to find out some data book which can be easily downloaded in PDF format. Okay, so this is what construction load we have calculated. Yeah,
आपने हम जो डेल्टा टी करते हैं फाइन उसमें टी एक्चुअल हमने लिया है. तो अगर हमने अगले लेक्चर में जैसे बात की थी कि हम कोई कोल्ड स्टोरेज डिजाइन करना है जिसके बारे में पता नहीं कि टी एक्चुअल कब हुआ, तो उस टाइम पे हम क्या लेंगे वहाँ पे?
वो वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करेंगे ना हम इसी तरह से.
टी एक्चुअल में तो वो होता
टी
है
एक्चुअल मींस मतलब वो लेके चला है मैंने यहाँ पे. टी एक्चुअल मींस जो आपने टेबल पे फाइंड किया है, दिस वन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. टी एक्चुअल मींस क्या कि एक्चुअली डेल्टा टी कितना है कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं हम. देखो टेबल से जो वैल्यू निकालोगे आप डेल्टा टी, दैट वैल्यू विल बी विथ रेफरेंस टू कंसीडरिंग दिस टू कंडीशंस. जब ये रहेगा तो वैल्यू करेक्ट होगी, है ना. वो टेबल ही इसी बेस पे प्रिपेयर किया गया है.
वो डेल्टा टी
वो ऑल द टाइम यही तो नहीं होगा ना हर कंडीशन पे. यस सर.
डेल्टा टी एक्चुअल माइनस 8.3 करते हैं ना, वहाँ पे डेल्टा टी नहीं.
हाँ, ये डेल्टा टी एक्चुअल का मतलब ये हुआ कि इनसाइड और आउटसाइड का डिफरेंस. इसको ऐसा कर लो, टी आउट माइनस टी इन कर लो.
तो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू हम वेदर कंडीशन पे लेते वो लेने.
हाँ नहीं, ये इन कंडीशन जो आप कंसीडर कर रहे हो जो आपको मेंटेन करना है, इनसाइड कंडीशन. और आउटसाइड कंडीशन डिजाइन कंडीशन है, जो आउटसाइड कंडीशन के लिए आपने डिजाइन कंडीशन लिया हुआ है, आउटडोर कंडीशन, डीबीटी. गॉट इट? या 41.5 बोल रहे थे ना, दैट वी विल टेक हियर एंड 25 हियर, लाइक दिस. गॉट इट?
Got it.
Anything else?
No, sir.
So this is, as of now, we have only discussed about the construction load. We had not discussed about the ventilation load. We had not discussed about the infiltration load. We had not discussed about the occupancy load. This is what we will discuss continuous in coming lectures. I'm taking one problem, may take 2 or 3 lectures, but okay, we can do it. Right? So I am stopping here. Next class we will continue with the ventilation load, infiltration load, etc. Okay? Should I start now?
Okay, sir.
Right.